Yo, what is up, That Boy Dazzle? Today we're gonna be looking at reviewing your album that you sent me. So yeah, so pretty much how this works is I'm gonna listen to the album, rate it out of 10 at the very end, and tell you my honest opinion on what you could add to some of the tracks, take away from some of the tracks, and yeah, just overall just give my thoughts on each track, and then also just as a whole.
I don't know Satan, but I know a lot of devils. Does it make me a rebel? Cause I carry the metal. Either you're oppressed, all oppressor and oppression. Either you're oppressed, all oppressor and oppression. Either you're oppressed, all oppressor and oppression. Freak out, yo. Freak out, yo.
Alrighty. So that was the first track. I believe it's called Oppressor. I really enjoyed that, man. There's just a few little things I would tweak about it. One thing is the vocals are a little bit louder than they should be. Like it's clearly louder than the beat. Also, the hi-hat seems very treble heavy, and it's also louder than anything else in the mix. So like the just feels a little too treble heavy, but I really like the bass lines, like in the chorus. I thought that was sick. It adds a bunch of layers. This is a very mature track. Yeah, so we're just gonna continue.
Real, then why they ever contact you? 1-800, shut the hell up. There ain't nothing you can tell us. For the rain, umbrellas. Mama said they gon' hate cause they jealous. Can't escape all these snakes and the devils, but I'm in the fourth. No, 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 no.
I'm just gonna stop this midway. This is really good. I feel like the production is better. You know, there's no like overbearing hi-hats. I do still feel like the vocals are louder than the beat though. I could feel the passion and the emotion lyrically going into these songs. And like your flow is so impressive. Like it's a little bit of like Jay-Z influenced and a little bit of Denzel Curry, like Imperial, his album Imperial, like vibes from it. I don't know if like you're like actually inspired by those artists, but it just gives me hints of those artists.
What I gotta do when the things they spittin' ain't nothing true.
And another thing is that like a lot of the rap I get sent, a lot of people stay within the same vocal range. They just stay within the mids, and I love that you are like adding like little melodies, different flows constantly throughout the track. Like you're not just staying monotone throughout the whole thing, which I love. Like good, bro, dude. I really enjoyed that. The only complaint I have with that really is just like the vocals still feel a little bit loud. I'm just assuming that's how this whole album's gonna be though, because if you mix it all the same way, then I'm pretty sure all the vocals are gonna be a little bit more dominant than the track or like the instrumental. But dude, yeah, I love that song.
Enemies, the enemies. Had an angel, but I chose me a devil. I was so wrong, she was so special. Had some geese now, niggas stuck all about the coats. That's my Angela. Had an angel, but I chose me a devil. I was so wrong, she was so special. Swear she had got us in a vessel.
I feel like this is like this chorus right here. I feel like it could be really good because I feel like your rhyming scheme is really good, but I feel like the delivery of it is just slightly off beat, and also I think you can drag out the words longer to make it more catchy. Yeah, because I kind of feel like you're going too fast. Alrighty. Scared the shit out of me. This one was interesting. I think it was my least favorite, and I think a lot of it has to do with the beat. Not a whole lot's happening. I like the structure of it. I feel like there was a lot of lyrics I did like, but I think everything kind of felt all over the place. Maybe if I listened to it again, it'd feel more, cohesive and consistent. But it like lyrics wise, I did like a lot of lines. I did like that one verse where I was like bopping my head. But it just felt a little bit over the place. Not a lot was happening with the beat. And I felt like the chorus had a lot of potential, but it was slightly missed. But overall, better than like 80% of the stuff that gets submitted on here. Okay, let's go to the next one.
Fake news can't have opinion in Trump country. Bye-bye. Goodbye now. No, you haters are happy. Y'all can sign now. Here. Stepped in my vicinity. If I offend you, I've been to
I like that snare.
Beside me, not a brother beside me. He's a brother beside me because he love and decide to. Einstein's IQ.
Okay, I think this one is a little bit suffers from like the same as the last track did, and like the chorus, I feel like you're just delivering the lines too fast in the chorus, because if you draw out those words, add a little bit more of a melody to it, I feel like it's good. Like I love, like I said, once again, I love like the lyrics and what it's saying, and I think it's good for a chorus, but it's the delivery to make it. I'm just trying to make it more catchy, because that's what brings people back to songs over and over. That's what gets crazy streams. Just good melodies. I feel like you have such a good voice, and so much potential. So I'm just trying to like help you, understand what, as a listener, what I'm feeling, or like what I'm hearing, and it feels like you're rushing during the chorus when you could like flesh it out a little bit more to the beat and add more melody to it so it's more catchy. Something else, the piano melody in the back is good, but it's so obvious that it's a piano, and I feel like it'd be more interesting if like you did some crazy reverb pitching to it to make it sound like not a piano, I guess. Like, I like the melody of it, but make it sound like almost unrecognizable and still just as soothing, because it's super obvious that it's a piano. Like, it sounds like the standard piano, which kind of makes this feel like a outdated song. Also something I love that like it just makes it really obvious that like you're really mature already in your art. This chorus feels like it's progressing because of like the other vocals you're adding in the background, and also the trumpets add to it. And it's not like you just took the chorus that you used the first time you used it and just copied and pasted at the end. No, like you added more to it. It makes the song feel like it's progressing and it's going somewhere. So I really like that. Yeah, I really like the implementation of like the trumpets at the end, and just adding details is always good. I could fly, smoking on that gas like I could fly. Okay, right off the bat, I think this would have been a good song to like add like a female feature. I feel like those high, like the I Can Fly, if that was sang by a female, would be great. And then like how you like say a little like phrase in between the I Can Fly, I feel like it just contrasts really well with the female. But for what it is a little pitchy, and it's really obvious that it is tuned, the vocals. It sounds a little too electronic, or like it sounds too tuned up. And I feel like I said, like I think you have a great voice for rap, but I also feel like you can even do better in just terms of like having more confidence in your singing voice. I'm just gonna say this, like I mean this as like like no offense, but it sounds like you're a little insecure with like this high note when you're saying I Can Fly. It just sounds like you're holding back a little bit because you're not sure if it's like maybe it's out of your comfort zone. I'd say just fully own up to it, and just give it your all. And then if you still don't have it, then you don't have it, dude. Either way, you got a good voice for rapping anyway, and I feel like you do have like a good like a pretty diverse range. I would say next time you hit something that high, have a little bit more confidence. Like an animal, freedom, someone teach them, everybody created equal, there's an eagle, hear no evil, see no evil. It's like I can fly. Alrighty, that was I Can Fly. So I pretty much still stand by what I said in the beginning, but also I did like also how there was a sense of progression in this track. I don't know, I just feel like the track seemed a little too long. I feel like this is just like just another one where like the beat didn't necessarily like impress me that much, but I did like how like that beat slowed down. It was a good change of pace, but like overall it's like one of my least favorites so far. Go my inner line and see them things intertwining like a star. I be shining like why you always lying. I told you, bro. You got a good voice. Jeez, I'm getting the citywide curfews out here in LA. World's fucking crazy, bro. Like, shit pisses me off, bro. It's fucking cops, bro. Anyway, let's get back into the track. Sorry. Yeah, dude, I enjoyed that track. I think because the beat was kind of weird, that weird sample kind of lingering in the back was sick. But like, I love your vocal performance. This was like kind of what I was kind of guiding you to, and the past like criticisms of like, you know, add more melody, because that's what make people come back to it. So yeah, this is one of my favorite tracks so far. Jeez. That was great, bro. That was kind of like the beat I've been waiting for, bro. That was just a badass song. One of my favorites.
No, I'm in the laboratory just like Dexter. No, I'm in the laboratory just like the professor. These shots are gonna burn like straight liquor without a chaser. This is death of whack rappers and I'm playing the Undertaker. Burn that bitch down. Burn that bitch down.
Damn, bro. I just want to say it's really impressive how all of these tracks are like over 3 minutes. Like, I believe they are. I know a majority of them are. It shows how much like you're writing down and how much you care about song structure. But something to always keep in mind when you do like these longer tracks is like, you always want a sense of progression, which you've done good at. Also beat switches to change the pace so it never feels repetitive. And there just needs to be like a whole, like this wholesome feeling of when a track ends. Almost like if you just like walk out of a good movie and like, if it has to feel like an experience. And like, that's kind of like what I love about, you know, Kids See Ghosts back there, is like each song, like the songs aren't even long. Like, I think Reborn is like the only long song on that album. And like, still like every other track on the album, even if it's short, feels so wholesome and like so like compact. And it's like damn, bro, like that's what music is, you know. I don't know how old you are or how experienced you are. Please actually tell me. I'm really curious to see how old you are. But this is impressive stuff, bro. I would say get into more of like experimental type beats, bro. Maybe get influenced by JPEG Mafia. JPEG Mafia is a great artist. And just do some more of weird shit, bro. Do some weird shit. I feel like you got a great voice to do pretty much like any style.
Slam faithfully, see the look in the eye, know they hating me. Nigga, pray for me, pray for me. At the altar with my offer sheet. Ask the Lord, sign my soul to me, cause they corrupt from A to Z. Cards on tape, this I offer. Make sure the price right like Bob Barker.
That is that album. Damn, bro. This is a lot more mature than I expected, man. Like these lyrics are so like passionate, and like I could feel it, bro. Like, and that's super impressive. Cause like there's like mainstream rappers that I don't really even like feel anything when I hear the lyrics, you know. I said everything pretty much, which with each track I gave all my feedback. So overall, I would just say like maybe like experiment with some weirder off the wall type beats, add some more melodies, to songs that may be like long and might feel repetitive, and you know, the vocal volume is still a little loud. That's literally it. Like, these are small things to work on. For the most part, I feel like it's also easy stuff to work on, and I feel like you're already like mature as an artist, and it all comes down to just keep doing it, and then you're just gonna master it, you know. Out of a 10, I'm gonna give this a strong 8 out of 10. Once again, I'm very curious to see how long you've been doing this and how old you are. Thanks for choosing me to review your album. Hopefully it was worth it. If you want me to review future projects, let me know, and I got you. Peace out.